My wife keeps staring at me behind furniture with this unearthly grin. Now I see her wherever I go. I've been with my wife Erin for 6 years, married for almost 1. She's always been grounded, mature, and rational. She hates horror movies, avoids pranks, and used to change the channel if a scary commercial came on. So when the weirdness started, it felt like it couldn't be real. It began 2 months ago. I was rushing out the door with a half-sipped coffee when I spotted her peeking around the corner, just one eye and a strand of hair visible. She darted away when I saw her, giggling. It startled me, but I laughed it off. It was strange, sure, but harmless. 3 nights later, I woke up at 2 a.m. thirsty. I walked into the kitchen, OJ jug in hand, when I saw her again, this time crouched behind the island, staring up at me with wide, unblinking eyes and a manic grin. Her whole body was trembling with excitement. I screamed, frozen in place, while she scurried away on all fours like some unhinged animal. Back in bed, she was asleep. I watched her breathe, trying to convince myself I'd hallucinated it. The next morning, I asked her about it. She laughed like I told her a joke, wrapped her arms around me and said, "You creep me out too sometimes." I tried to let it go, but it happened again, more frequently. Erin peeking from behind curtains, under furniture. Erin peeking from behind curtains, under furniture, even from inside an old wooden chest at the foot of our bed. Each time, silent and grinning. I'd stare, unsure whether to laugh or run. Eventually it stopped. Weeks passed without incident. One evening I joked about it while we watched TV. She smirked and said, "Maybe I've just gotten better at hiding." I laughed, but the seed was planted. I began watching corners, doors, mirrors, feeling watched all the time, until I stopped noticing. That was a mistake. One night, with Erin gone to a friend's, I decided to shower. Midway through rinsing, I opened my eyes and saw her, head poking through the curtain, hair soaked, black makeup running, eyes red and wide, mouth slack in a terrifying grin. I screamed and leapt back. She didn't move. She just stared. Then she slowly withdrew and slammed the bathroom door shut. I locked it and stayed in there for an hour, pacing, listening. When I finally cracked the door, she was nowhere to be seen, until I heard a moan. She was in the closet, peeking again. Her face was warped with glee, hands clasped to her chest. Her moan was guttural, animalistic. I ran barefoot into the cold, drove 40 minutes to my brother Mason's house, and didn't look back. Mason and his wife Kara were shocked. I gave them a watered-down version of events. I tried to sleep but kept seeing that face, pressed in the dark, smiling. At dawn, I opened my eyes and saw her again, outside their living room window. Her face was practically glued to the glass, eyes unblinking, smile huge. Drool streaked the pane. She'd been there all night. I freaked, ran to the window. She didn't move, but when Kara called from upstairs, Erin turned slightly, just her head, and vanished. Mason and I checked the yard. No footprints. He said it was probably a dream. I stayed another night. Kara asked if Erin and I could patch things up. I told her I didn't trust my wife anymore, not after what I'd seen. Then Kara casually mentioned Erin had stopped by that morning, asked if I was awake, said not to wake me, and left. No car in sight. I called Erin's mother, desperate for answers, but Margaret was cold, dismissive. When I pressed her, her voice cracked slightly before she told me, "Get professional help," then hung up. That stuck with me. Was she warning me? Mason and Kara eventually believed something was off. We decided to visit my house together the next morning, daylight only. Erin's car wasn't there. The door was open. Inside, the stench was unbearable. Curtains drawn, rot in the air. We crept room to room. The house looked abandoned, but tense, like it was waiting. A broken picture frame on the stairs stopped me, our wedding photo. Her smile back then had been genuine. I packed a bag and checked the closet, only to gag. Inside were dozens of eyeballs laid out in rows. Some small, some large. Animal eyes, a grotesque collection. "Dude," Mason muttered, pale. "Your wife's a horror movie." That's when I felt it again. Her. She was under the bed, grinning, hands twitching in excitement. Her face wide-eyed, mouth cracked with dried blood. I tried to speak to her gently, crawling a bit closer. That's when I saw the blood pouring between her fingers. I reached out. She slashed my arm with glass. Mason panicked. I backed away. Erin stood, fixating on him now. Her mouth stretched into a snarl, then a grin that kept widening. She charged. We fled. I felt her leap on me as I reached the door, glass slicing my back. Mason got through to the police as we drove. The ER gave me stitches. The police investigated. No sign of Erin. I got a room far away, trying to feel safe. But an hour ago, I received a text from an unknown number. 3 words. "I found you."